Hello again, my dudes. This is Kadima back with another build video for Elden Ring using the new DLC weapons, and today we'll be doing some crazy kung fu stuff. That's it. For this tanky character of mine, which you have to be tanky to use this build and these weapons effectively, we are using the Flame Art Dry Leaf arts. And for this one we will have the Palm Blast. This will be our primary weapon, with the one we'll be mainly focused on. But as an alternative we also have the Dane's Flame Art Footwork, this one with the Dry Leaf Whirlwind. On our left hand you want to have the Dry Leaf Seal or any other seal. I just went with the theme of the Dry Leaf. The seal you want to have simply so you can cast Flame Give Me Strength to boost your attack power and your damage output. For the armor pieces, in this case we are using the Helm of Solitude, the Armor of Solitude, the Gauntlets of Solitude, and the Young Lion's Greaves. The reason why I recommend having this exact setup is because this will allow you to remain at medium load, but also to have a poise of 88 at this level. And you want to have a poise of 88 because it will allow you to dodge out of the first R1 from the straight swords and katanas and the like. You don't have to get the second hit, and also because you want to be able to sustain some hits so you can use the Palm Blast. The reason why you want to make sure you can use the Palm Blast without being interrupted, it's because it will one-shot people. Now, for that to happen, you also want to have the Godfrey icon, which enhances charge spells and skills. The Shattered Stone Talisman, which raises the potency of kicking and stomping skills. It's mainly for the Dane's Flame Art Footwork. It doesn't really do anything for the fists. The Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman, which enormously boosts physical damage negation. It's mainly so you can absorb more damage while you are charging the Palm Blast. And the Shard of Alexander, because it will increase the damage of the Palm Blast. For your flask, you want to have the Flame Shrouding Crack tier, which temporarily boosts fire attacks. And then depending on what you're doing, you want to have either the Opaline Bubble tier, which significantly negates damage received, and I would recommend having this for invasions. But if you are doing PvE, I recommend changing this one with the tier that allows you to do increased damage at the cost of HP, which will make the Palm Blast even more stupidly strong. I also recommend having the Uplifting Aromatic if you are doing invasions. If not, there's no need to go with that. Just use Boiled Crabs or Exalted Flash if you want. I would probably recommend the Boiled Crab more than the Exalted Flash for the arena. But for invasions, Uplifting Aromatic, it's the best choice. Also in PvE, you want to boost not only yourself, but your trusted Mimic tier. Now, let's talk about the Palm Blast. This thing, when fully charged and buffed, will one-shot people in invasions, period. You will do upwards of 2000 damage if fully charged. And to do that, you want to first cast Flame Give Me Strength, you want to use the Aromatic, and then you want to use the Physique. Then all you have to do is try to get close enough to your opponents so you can fully charge, and then boom, and this will one-shot people. Now, you have to make sure of one thing when you do this, which is you cannot get struck with Bleed or Frostbite. That will interrupt the charging of the Palm Blast. But any other hit, any other weapon, any other kind of hit will not interrupt you. And that's the bonus of being able to do this and having so much poise. You will not be stunned out of this animation. You will be able to fully charge it and deliver a 2000 damage blow. If you do it right, you might be able to kill not just the host but also his co-op summons. And for that, I recommend sometimes free aiming it, because you can actually charge this way and then just turn back and blast them in the face. And sometimes it's best to free aim. When you do that, however, I need you to pay attention to the fact that the blast only goes forward. So if I stay right next to this thing and I fully charge, As you saw, only these got destroyed. This does not get affected despite the fact that I was standing right next to it. As you can see, one more time, the blast goes forward, so any enemy on your side or behind you of course will not be affected by the blast. That's why I strongly suggest that you free aim it, so you can actually rotate the blast to wherever most of your enemies are if you're doing invasions. If you have 3 guys smacking you, you want to try to aim at least at 2 of them instead of just the one. Or if you think it's best to just go for the host straight away, it's always something you can do that with that as well. For the build itself, of course, we are level 151, vigor at 60, mind at 12, endurance at 35, strength 14, dexterity 13, and 80 points in flame. As I said, for the spells, I got quite a few equipped, but the only one you are actually going to need is the flame give me strength, so you can boost your damage, and get some aromatics as well, so you can be prepared for the worst. And that's basically the build in a nutshell. Just a quick reference to the moveset of the fist weapons, which is actually quite nice. For the footwork weapons, they are actually quite nice as well. And the Ashes of War is actually quite good. It's quite good for roll catching. It's got a nice attack animation, and you will able to poise through most things with this as well. But again, the start of the show with this build is undoubtedly Kung Fu Palm Blast. I hope you guys try this build. I found it particularly good for invasions, and that's why in my following examples I will be throwing invasions instead of arena fights. I might put an arena or 2 duels there, the ones that actually went exactly as planned, but this is something I would rather use for invasions. For PvE, of course, the typical examples of the Black Knight and the Blood Chief, and you are about to find out what this build does to those 2 bosses. So let's start with the Black Knight as usual. Throw some aromatics for me and my mimic, cast the flame, grant me strength, get close to him, make sure I'm at full FPs, use the flask for the extra damage and the extra fire damage, and then fully charge face palm, boom, 9,000 damage, another 9,000 damage, and now I'm gonna cast it while he actually hit me, and as you saw, I just remained charging. Now for the Blood Fiend, Chief, of course, summon the Mimic as usual. It helps distract the boss while I'm doing all my buffing. Unfortunately, the Mimic with this kind of setup, because I had a few extra spells on the side, he was more worried about casting the spells than blasting the boss's face. But again, the main point here is that he distracts the boss, so I can palm blast the boss myself. So here we go. Flame gave me strength. Let's go with the flask, and now face palm. Here we go. Fully charged, boom, fully charged, boom. He actually managed to interrupt me before I even started the recharge. Let's recharge the FP, fully charged, boom, there you go. 3-hit kill. GG, Blood Fiend. Now let's go for some invasions. This was actually quite a good one because he was using the Blood Fiend chicken leg or turkey leg or whatever you like to call it, and that's actually bad because if I get the bleed, I will be put out of the animation. Unfortunately, because as you saw, because I had no time to buff, it didn't immediately kill the host. If I had managed to buff, the host wouldn't be chasing me right now with his friend. His friend is just being annoying with his turkey leg, which is fine, but he actually managed to hit me. The bleed didn't proc, but it nearly did. It leaves me quite full, so I was just like, get out of my way or I'll kick you in the face. Again, try to get some HP, try to stay away from the bleed, because the bleed, as I said, will interrupt you. I'm trying to get just enough space or try to trap them in a way that I can fully charge behind the corner. that was the plan here. So I finally managed to come just through here. I'm trying to get not enough bleed going on, and then boom! Host is dead, fully charged. The co-op guy survived, but not the friend. Now, in the Black Knife Catacombs, I actually had to do some searching for this guy and his mate, but he was right around the corner. No need to look for too long. Make sure you got the flame, give me strength, aromatics, and then just jump right into the middle of them and boom, here we go. GG. Straight away, no fear, just jump in the middle of the three of them and palm blast the host to the face. Right, subterranean shunning grounds. This one I actually had to teleport within the place because I was in an odd area and I couldn't find anyone. They finally decided to show up, so I thought I need a little bit of space so I can fully buff myself. Here we go, flame give me strength, some aromatic, get the flask ready for what may come. Go up the stairs. Make sure I got enough FPs as well. There we go, got some FPs. And now let's go for them. There's 3 of them, so hopefully I can get at least one of them straight away. I thought maybe he didn't see me. He did. And then I realized that he had the damnation sword, which is actually the reason why he's going to get killed in the funniest of ways. Now here goes the first one. Boom. He actually managed to dodge roll. I get in the middle of a big problem because now they were all spamming right in my face. There we go, another fully charged. Boom. One of them is dead. I am nearly dead, but I've just enough room to heal and get back on my feet. There we go, another aromatic, just to be on the safe side. Time to rebuff my flame give me strength. So I'm just behind the cover of the staircase. Flame give me strength, here we go. I was actually tempted to use the death lightning, but I thought, no, I'll just go with the palm blast because that's what I'm here for. Palm blast it is. I managed to just run away from that. But this is the beautiful moment where I actually did both of them. Boom. While this guy actually managed to land the Sword of Damnation despite the fact that he was already dead. Look, he was already dead. Oh my god, I love that weapon. Now, Hidden Path of the Hailing Tree. I didn't have to do much looking for these. I had a feeling they would be with the big headed snake blob. And there they were, fighting this. So all I had to do was make sure I went around them. And boom! First one is gone. And boom! Second one is down. GG, my dudes. GG. I know. Fog Rift Catacombs Invasion. This is the one that I actually had to do just a little bit of looking for them. Took me some time to find them, but I did eventually. But these catacombs are a bit funny because there are so many places where you can go. I didn't realize straight away that they were down there, so I actually went up looking for them. I thought maybe they were down on this side, but the compass showed they were behind me, so that's when I remembered, okay, maybe they are in that area that you actually have to jump down. Yeah, so I was analyzing the situation. Where might they be? They'd probably be below the spikes. So let's just go around and go back to the spikes. Get the aromatic back just in case. Better be safe than sorry. Go all the way back to the spikes. Looking for these guys. I gotta find the right entrance. So I came here just to get my bearings. There it is. That's where I need to go. Let's go there. Jump down. And it's that entrance right there where I need to go. For safety reasons, let's go back in there for a moment. Now let's charge forward. Get that aromatic back on. Time to recast my flame because it's ran out already. Use the elevator. This is probably the only thing I dislike about invasions, guys, is that sometimes you just have to take so long to find them, especially in catacombs or other odd places. But it is what it is. I finally managed to get close to where they were. Jump down. Get going. Turn left. Get a move on. I remember that there's a spike trap here, so I'm trying not to get hit because I don't want to lose the aromatic bubble straight away. Jump down and hello! How are you guys? Oh, 2 sorcerers. Not a problem. My favorite kind of people. The only problem is, for this to work, I need them to be close to me. And if they are sorcerers, they are not exactly needing to come next to me because they can just spam spells from afar. So I need to use these pillars to try to... Oh, hello! Bye! GG! Bye, host! And your friend... Well, I don't like your friend. Goodbye, friend. Boom! Thank you. Thank you kindly. Now, this one is actually a funny one because I invaded someone who was, at least at the time, on his own. Probably waiting for a co-op friend to join him for a boss fight. As we all know, Mesmer is just up those stairs. In any case, he played with honor. He didn't wait for his friend or anything. He actually went on the offensive. He wasn't gonna waste any time. There we go. Let's land some kicks to the face. Some punches. Kick. Some fire damage going. The hitboxes can be a little bit funny. But I realized he was using Milady, so I'm gonna palm blast when he goes up, and there you go. It worked perfectly. I had a feeling he would go for it the soon he saw me charging. Now, this is actually a funny invasion because I realized quickly where I was and where the host and his co-ops were. So I had an idea. I'm gonna hide behind this structure, and as they come up, I'm gonna palm blast them to the water. Unfortunately, I made a bit of a bummer of myself. I missed the palm blast, but in any case, the guy actually killed himself and jumped in the water. So, as long as they are dying, even if it's not for my doing, I'm good to go. It is still a win. The other 2, however, are going to prove a bit more challenging, as I again missed the palm blast and I got hit by their shockwaves. But here we go. Make sure you got the aromatic going. Just wait for them to get a little closer. Cast the flame, give me strength. Get the flask ready. The moment the screen starts shaking, I know they are about to jump, because that's that's when the monster reacts. It's when they get close. There we are. They are jumping now, and here comes the first one. Palm blast. Oh, no need. He killed himself. The problem was, by doing so, I revealed my position, and they didn't come up straight away. And that guy actually casted the explosion that hit me, My Palm Blast didn't do anything. But in any case, I'm gonna get these two guys. Let's start with the friend. Friend, come here. And goodbye, friend. Boom! Thank you, sir. Now let's dodge these lightnings. He's gonna swap to a lightning perfume bottle. Not gonna work, my friend. This has been nerfed massively. He swaps to the discs, which are good because they at least allow to fight from a range, from a safe distance, especially against the fists. The problem is, there's the swift slash. That's also been nerfed. Problem is, when you are one with those things, you actually move forward. And that's what I was expecting, and that's what gave me the win with a Palm Blast to the face. Now this was probably one of my favorite invasions, because not only they were quite close to me, I didn't have to go looking for them, but I'm going to one-shot two of them with a single Palm Blast. So here we go. Try to get their attention. I'm gonna get hit by the Smith script hammer to the face, and boom! Get good, Kadima. Don't get Smith script hammers to the face. Stormbreaker doesn't need to hit you like that. Now this guy is trying to get those daggers to pierce me. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go in the corner and just blast it. Unfortunately, they didn't fall for the first one, but the second one, double kill. Thank you, my dudes. The host didn't take that lightly. He probably lost the temper and he started going tremendously aggressive on me, which is a mistake. Because, you know, I'm a Kung Fu Panda. You're done, boy. Come here. Don't do spells on me. You got nothing on me. Come here. And GG. Good fight, my friend. That double shot was just beautiful. But here we are, no time to lose, back in some catacombs, this time the Scorpion River catacombs. Lucky for me, they were right in front of me, and there was just two of them, which makes things a little bit easier. However, one of them was using the meteoric ore sword, which can be a little bit of a problem with its Ashes of War, because it does have quite some reach. However, I don't think it can poise me out of the blast, and that was proved right here. He actually did the Ash of War to me, but it didn't stun me. I was able to continue to charge, and I managed to kill the host easily with a single Palm Blast. Now, for this fight, I'm actually invading two people. I don't know if they are just waiting for invaders. It kind of looked like it, because they were just here in this odd area and they were kind of waiting for me. So yeah, make sure you got the flame, give me strength. Get those flasks ready, aromatic on the go, and let's get their attention. Let's try to go with the co-op first. He actually has the blasphemous blade, and he's gonna cast that lovely spell, which can be annoying, but you know, I thought, why not hide behind the bushes and wait. Boom! There goes the first one. Now for the second one, this is gonna be tricky, because now he kinda knows what I'm up to, but still, he actually manages to hit me with the Dragon Hunter Ash of War. Again, just regroup, get back on my feet. I was actually low on FPs, but I didn't want to use the flask straight away. It kind of tells the enemy what you are about to do. Not entirely sure what he was planning to do with that, but I know what he plans to do with this. So I actually had to try to step away. I wasn't fast enough, but I still managed to dodge the explosion. Get some HP back, so I'm on the safe side. Get some Kung Fu Panda move going. Kick to the face. Managed to roll this one. Punches to the face. And then a small blast to the face, just to stun them out of his attack. And then I managed to finish him with a jumping, moving kick to the face. Now, Michaela's Hailing Tree. This is actually an absolute fun of a place to invade, because everything single corner in this area is dangerous. You got the trees, it's easy to fall off this place unless you are in the platforms. Even in the platforms you're not actually safe because there's no rails, you can always fall off the edge. I had a feeling they would be just above me, so I went to check, and that's when I had confirmation, because if they're gonna summon people, they are definitely up here. So here they are. There's 3 of them, not a problem. There's that statue in the middle is gonna be my friend. All I have to do is trap them and tuk tuk. Come on boys, follow me. Palm to the face. Goodbye. First one is gone. Try to dodge out of this thing, but the statue was actually getting in my way. No problem. Get some HP back. Avoid their ranged attacks. Try to trap them into coming after me. Here he comes. Let's charge it and kick to the face. Here we go. Charge. Boom. GG. Oh no, he survived. I must have lost the buff. No problem. I was still gonna get you. No, you missed your parry, my friend. You cannot parry the juiciness of the Kung Fu Panda. Right, it's your turn. Let's get the aromatic back on for that boosted damage. I'll kick you in the face, my friend. There you go, double kick. Full blast. Boom! GG, my friend. GG. Oh, I love this thing for invasions. It's just so fun. Right, let's get one more from invasions, and then I'll show a couple of examples of how it performs in the arena. It's not as fun because it's a 1v1 situation, and this thing is actually fun when there's 2 or 3 trying to get you and you manage to one-shot 1, maybe 2 of them, and they all start panicking. But still, it's always fun to use. He comes with the Sword of Knight, fully charged. He actually trapped me and is growing my bleed quite badly, so I have to try to stay away for a moment. I realize this is the host. Okay, goodbye. Thank you, GG. One shot. He wouldn't let go of me though. He really wanted me dead, this co-op guy. In any case, that was a good one. Right, first example of the arena. I'm just gonna do a couple of examples. No need to extend the video any further. It's already quite long as it is. Don't forget the strength. Flame give me strength. And now, let's do some fist fighting. He's actually using the Smith Script Shield, and he's got the backhand blade with blind spot, which is the new juiciness. But he also has Swift Slash, so he has at least 2 backhands equipped. But there you go. Palm! And then kicks to the face for the win. GG, my brother, GG. I fought that quite a few times already. Now, this one, Flame give me strength, Boiled Crab for the boosted defense, although he wouldn't let me go for the crab. No problems. We shall have our fight. Punches, punches, punches. Roll out of his attack because he's got a lot of poise as well. Then he changes to the poking fists, which is good. However, I don't have a parrying tool. What I do have is a palm blast. Anyways, this fight is gonna be over soon. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. I really hope you try this build. It's very funny, especially for invasions. I'm looking forward to see you in the next one. Thank you, and please subscribe if you haven't just yet. Cheerio!